Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, which may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson, and Lord willing, share an article and a short clip with you, Akiam and Akwath, pretty much giving more proof of as to why Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, must be removed, man. Okay, here it is, you people, the masses of you. Okay, 2/3 of you, Jake, okay, are getting ready for Christmas, right? You're getting ready to celebrate this pagan holiday. Right? You're going to be going Christmas shopping all weekend, right? Then you're going to roll right over into that New Year's celebration. But at the same time, Evil E's in the background making moves and efforts to get you into a 15-minute city, okay, where you're going to be subjugated to eating insects, okay, where your energy output is going to be delegated in the form of your carbon footprint, okay. And while all this is happening, you're going to be running around with a device in you, with a piece of an electronic inside you, man, in the form of that device, the size of a grain of rice, pursuant to Revelations 13 and 16, that MOTB. You see, but you, Jake, are caught up into your folly. Okay, this man is in the process of erecting, okay, a fourth industrial revolution. But here it is, the first, second, and third one have completely destroyed the earth. Okay, completely destroyed the earth, man. This man has caused animals to go extinct. Okay, he's the cause of global warming. He's the reason why the earth is out of balance, man. Okay, he's the reason why we're digesting more than 5 grams of plastic a week. And this is what we're going to get into, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the first scripture I want to get into, let's start here in the book of Romans, the 8th chapter, man. Right in verse 19, it reads, "For the earnest expectation of the creature," and that word creature goes into what? Creation. Right, so everything, right, the earnest expectation of everything created, right, waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh, right, Yasha Allah, man. Why? Because the earth is going to be brought back to its paradise status, man. Okay? When righteousness is being established. You're not going to be inhaling contaminants in the form of plastic, man, which is causing you to create all forms of diseases, man. You see, this man, Evil E, is the disease of the planet. Okay, this man called himself doing something good for humanity in the form of these industrial revolutions, but here it is, he caused what? Chemical runoff into freshwater sources. Right, this man tests his military equipment in the ocean. Okay, there's a such thing as plastic islands, man. This man's contaminated space, man. Inner orbit. There's a such thing as space junk. Why? Because Esau's been there, man. That's why. But we're coming into a time where Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is going to cut this man off. Let's go ahead real quick before we grab this article. The book of Sirach, chapter 10. Real quick, I'm going to start up and I'm going to jump down. Right? In verse 3, and it reads, the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 3, and it reads, an unwise king destroyeth his people, man. And we see an example of this, of him destroying his people in the form of what? That scamdemic. Here it is now. It's been found out that juicy juice has caused millions to fall. That's not an accident, man. That was by design. Why? Because evil is an unwise, unrighteous, profane king. That's why. But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited, man. That prudence, that wisdom is going to come in the form of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, bringing Israel into power. Okay, with Yahushai leading that charge. Okay, this is how the city is going to be inhabited, man. Righteousness is going to dwell. Okay, truth, which has been so long without fruit, should be declared, man. Evil should be cut off. You see, deceit is going to be quenched. This man's going to be moved out the way. It's only a matter of time, and it has to happen. Or there will be no flesh to be saved, man. As is written in Matthew 24. Right? Let's go here. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable, man. Again, that's going to come in the form of Yasha Allah being in the position of power. When Jacob comes into authority, Yahushua leading the charge, King David under him, the 12 disciples, and the 144,000 men that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. That's the governing body of Israel, man. That's the regime. Okay, that's to come in the eon to come. And it's close. We almost there. How do we know? Through the prophecies that are coming forth. And through the prophecies that already come to pass. That's how we know. See? Let's jump down here. Right? Let's jump down to the point I wanted. Right here. Verse 10, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 10, it reads, the physician, which is Yahushai, cutteth off a long disease, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And he that is today a king, evil is a king today, right? Tomorrow shall be deleted. See? Evil is going to be removed. And it's going to be Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai to remove him. You see? Because here it is, under his dominion. This is the status of the earth. Real quick, natural news. Right? This is dated December 13th, 2023. Study links tiny pieces of plastic in the environment to Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease, man. You see that? Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease, man. Linked to this plastic being in the air. And there was one time they were telling you that Alzheimer's was what? Hereditary. Right? Let's get a little bit of this article. And this is for edification. Uses only. It's not. I'm not giving any form of medical advice. This is just for the edification of the article, right? It is no secret that the plastics in our environment are making us ill. But recent research demonstrates the power of a specific type of plastic to destroy our brains and cause diseases such as Parkinson's and Lewy body dementia, man. Why is all this happening? We already know. Because evil is on the scene. That's why. Because evil is on the scene, man. The righteous are in authority, man. I mean, Salakia, the wicked. The wicked are bearing rule. Excuse me. That's why. If the righteous were in authority, this wouldn't be happening. Matter of fact, let me go get that real quick in Proverbs, since I damn near butchered it. The book of Proverbs, real quick. Chapter 29, in verse 2, and it reads, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Is nobody rejoicing right now? There's deletion and destruction taking place right now, man. The Middle East is a war zone, man. And that's what's going to happen to Babylon the Great. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to turn Babylon the Great into a war zone. You see, in efforts to bring forth the fruits of righteousness, man. That's how the Lord's going to cut this man off. As it tells us in Revelation 18, through violence, should that great city, be taken down. By violence, man. Let's continue on. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn, man. And this is why we have articles like this to go into. Where here it is, you're breathing in plastic that's causing you to suffer illnesses like Parkinson's and Lewy body dementia and Alzheimer's, man. Come on now. Let's get a little bit more. The plastics in question are nanoplastics. I probably shouldn't have said that word, right? We know about that N word, that NANO word, right? That was in that thing, right? The plastics in question, you see it, right? Right here. Can't say that again, right? Which are minuscule particles of plastic that come from common plastic objects that we use in our everyday lives. This explains why we're getting sick, man. Why everybody's getting sick. See, this is one explanation right here. This man's contaminated the air. How do you contaminate the air? When you're built to take peace from the earth. That's how you're able to contaminate the air. Let's continue on. In particular, the researchers found that polystyrene nanoparticles, we're going to just read it, which come from plastic utensils, plastic cups, and similar items, bind to a protein known as alpha-synuclein, which has been linked to Lewy body dementia and Parkinson's disease, man. And we're going to have to leave that right there because they're going to end up getting me for, you already know that medical miss, you know what I mean? They're going to fabricate something. But here it is, we're just reading from an article. But Lord willing, I'm going to leave it in the, I'm going to leave this in the description box, per usual. So you Akiyam and Akwaf, can look into it, man. This is crazy. This is happening under the watch of Esau, man. This is why the earth is defiled. It tells us in Isaiah 24, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. Everything's through. As a matter of fact, before we go there, let's go back here. Let's go to back to Romans. I'm going to read down on Romans 8 real quick. There's something I wanted there. I want to jump down on that in verse 22, and it reads, the book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 22, and it reads, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain, man, together until now. See, so everything's groaning. Everything created is groaning. Even the earth. This leads us right to Isaiah. Let's go there, Isaiah 24. Because again, you have something such as plastic islands, man. Which was unheard of before Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's inception. Isaiah 24 and verse 4, and it reads, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. Why? Because it's polluted. Because of who? Esau. In the form of what? His industrial revolutions. Again, where he's causing chemical runoff into fresh water sources. Killing all manners of wildlife, plant life, sea life. See, the world, which what? Which affects the ecosystem. Which is going to what? Affect the earth. You see? This nigga, like Elder Yashawamba says, this man must be stopped. This nigga gotta be stopped. or there will be no flesh to be saved, as we said before. We all through. Everything's through. If Yahweh Shai doesn't come through. And I didn't mean to make that rhyme. Everything's through if Yahweh Shai doesn't come through, man. Let's continue on. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth, which means it droops. That word languish goes into droop, right? And fadeth away. The haughty people, haughty going into pride. This is how we know it's talking about Esau. That's a buzzword for Esau, haughty or proud or pride. You see, that's how we know, right? The haughty people of the earth do languish, man. So they're drooping too. And you can see it in their stance. You see, Evil E's getting real sloppy, okay, with his scheming. Okay, to the point now where it's on Front Street regarding what he's doing. Right, he's even putting it in a movie. I know you out there, I've seen Leave the World Behind. If that's not predictive programming, I don't know what is. Let's get a little more. The earth also was defiled under the inhabitants thereof, right? And who's inhabiting the earth right now under a position of power and ruling it? Esau. These international banking families, man. Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. And that's on all levels. Okay, from a family order level. Regarding, obviously the scriptures give understanding on these things. On all the levels I'm going to mention. You see? Esau has violated the ways of life within a family, a household, okay? As far as how we're supposed to be eating, what we're supposed to be consuming, okay? How we're supposed to be living, how we're supposed to be farming and cultivating the earth, okay? All around order, okay? As regarding life as we know it, Esau, eating the so-called white man, has flipped everything upside down. Everything's out of whack. You see? Why? Because an individual that's not supposed to be in a position of power is in the position of power. That's why. This is why we're being poisoned by these nanoplastics, man. Oh, check this out. Let me not forget about this clip. I almost forgot. Let's go ahead real quick. Now, this popped up on my feed. And this popped up on my feed before I ended up finding this article, which I found very spiritual, right? Check this out. Now, this video, again, it popped up on my feed. Check this out.
An alarming new study from Australia suggests humans globally are ingesting an average of 5 grams of plastic every week, which is about the equivalent of a credit card. Researchers say the plastic contamination comes from particles smaller than 5 millimeters, which are making their way into our food, drinking water, and even the air. Scientists at the University of Newcastle say people ingest an average of about 2,000 microplastic particles each week.
This is not okay.
An alarming new study from Australia suggests humans globally are ingesting an average.
Hey, this is not okay. I meant to pause it. This is not okay, man. And you got Jake that want to stay here. See, this is why the true global reset's coming. In the form of Yahweh Shai. Busting into this third dimension. And turning this place into a burnt mountain. Along with other areas of the earth as well. And the people in it. This cannot go on any longer. Or we're all through. You know? And the Lord said that we'll eat our food defiled amongst the heathen. The Lord said this would be. Pursuant to, what's that? Let's go here real quick. It's all up in the food. You know this, man. And it's no accident. This is intentional. This man knows that he has scientists, man. Okay? That are able to execute these forms of the mischievous devices, man. Let's go ahead. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 4. That's why the food doesn't even taste the same anymore. I know you Akiam and Akwaf can attest to that. When we were growing up, the food was more potent, without a doubt. Now the food's been very diluted and filled with GMOs and chemicals, man. And it's not nutritious, man. It's not as nutritious as it's supposed to be, obviously. Why? Because this man has learned how to split an atom, man. All right? And create a seedless grape. This nigga's gotta be stopped. And he will be stopped hey, we know this through the scriptures, through the prophecy. That this man has bounds that he cannot pass. Where am I going? Oh, right here. Here we go. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 4 and verse 13, it reads, "And the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them," man. We're eating poison, man. We're eating poison. Like the elder apostle Rakah, I believe it was the elder apostle Rakah, he's always speaking on praying. I believe he mentioned as well, we need to be praying over everything we consume. Even if it's a healthy food. Esau's had his hands on it, man. Esau controls the comings and going of the food, man. He's in full control. You see? We're literally eating poison. It's a miracle. It's a miracle that we're alive, man. Able to do this work day in and day out. Hit the highways and byways. Do what we do throughout our lives. And not just drop, delete it, man. This is how we know Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is dealing. Literally, man. Now this is hell. For you wacky tacky bugged out Christians out there. This is hell. Not some place under the earth, all right, where a man with red spandex horns and a pitchfork with a tail is dwelling. No, this is hell. The condition that we're in, this is hell. Hell means one of two things: the grave or a condition, a bad condition. All right, this is hell. And if Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai doesn't continue to shorten the days like he has, we've been quoting it. Let's close out right here. We all through. Matthew 24. And verse 22, and it reads, red letter, Yahweh Shai speaking, and except those days should be shortened. And the days have definitely been shortened. Without a doubt. There was actually an article some time ago that came out regarding how they may actually have to add a leap second because time is going by so quick. It increased. And that's just prophecy speaking, being fulfilled. The Lord said he will do that. You see? And if he doesn't shorten the days, guess what? We're through. Because Esau will literally destroy everything, everyone, and the whole earth. Okay? Then he'll reach out into other areas of the universe. That's why this man can't pass the Van Allen belt. He doesn't have the technology available or the understanding, okay, to be able to achieve going through that radiation belt. That's his ceiling. He can't go past that radiation belt. If he could, you better believe he'll destroy everything else. The moon will be through. He somehow, some way, he'll find a way to destroy the sun. This nigga will get it done. Why? Because that's how he's wired. Revelation 6 and 10. No, I'm sorry. Is that Revelations 6 and 2? Salakia. They were built to take peace from the earth. Let's grab that real quick and I'm going to jump back. Or 6 and 4. Salakia. Good thing I grabbed it. The book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4. And it reads, real quick, we'll jump back and close out through the Spirit. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Who's this talking about? The buzzword was red. We know Esau came out red all over. Why? Because he has no melanin. Evil E, man. And this article we brought out in that video is just one form of piece of information amongst many things that we could bring out proving that this man has taken peace from the earth. And he's destroying everything. Right? Because this is how he's wired. This is how he's wired. It's in his DNA to destroy. To steal, kill, and destroy. It's in his DNA to do that. Let's continue on. And that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, right? And these world wars, that was Edomite on Edomite violence, man. Right? And it's going to happen again in the form of these Russians and Babylon the Great. Let's go back. And we know that sword was the blessing he was given back in Genesis, the 27th chapter, where he was blessed with the sword, which is actually a curse. Back in Matthew 24 and 22 from the top. And this is why these days got to be short, man. This man is out of his mind. Esau is a psychopath. A psychopath is ruling the world. Let's close out right here. Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, Abaratas, I will part of that precious number. Those days shall be shortened, man. And there's elect somewhere on this planet Earth. Because like we mentioned earlier, there literally was an article that came out talking about how they're going to have to add a leap second because time's going by so fast. So this is being fulfilled. So the elect is on this planet, hands down. Lord willing, Lord willing, we are those elect men, women, and children, man. Abaratas, we hope to be. We hope to be. We're fighting. You know, we're fighting, man. But hey, if Yahweh Bashim Yahushua doesn't continue to show in the days and protect, guide, and guard his elect, Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. We're through. We're through. But it's without a doubt Yahweh Shai is coming soon, man. And he has to. He has to, man. Because if he doesn't, Evil E's going to kill everything alive, man. Lord willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua come soon, man. We're patiently waiting, and we're going to continue to watch out for the signs. Those tokens, man. That Yahweh Bashim Yahushua left for us to know, to pay attention to, man. You see? Measuring the times diligently, man. Okay, Esau is. He got that doomsday clock because he knows he's on the time limit. He knows he's through. You see? Hey, and we do too. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwedash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf will edify. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halaliam La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwedash. Shalom.